could ever sing. Worthy of all the praise we could ever breathe. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, a name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Hey, and holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes and wonder and show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Worthy of every song we could ever sing. Worthy of all the praise we could ever bring. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Oh, and holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes and wonder and show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes and wonder and show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be shaken. Happy Sunday. A and a B selection. Whoa. That's a lot of selections. What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Sorry. I've been sleepy today. Listen, tonight was the end of a 21-day fast. Listen, praise the Lord. It's all good stuff. I hope that you are doing well and that you are excited for the week ahead. Thank you. Happy Sunday. So I know that I kept my promise. I did start the live with music. I got a couple copyright strikes the last time I did music, and I don't know if it's from the backtrack, like of just a chord playing, or if it's from me singing. I have to investigate, but I don't want to get too many strikes because then that affects my monetization. So stay tuned, but I did want to keep my word today. You are welcome. Also, I did tell y'all that I was going to show this new contraption that I got. I'm not a huge fan of the mic though. And if I'm a hook up a mic situation, it needs to sound good. I do believe I brought my professional microphone with me to California. I don't think I left it in Chicago. I just have to find it. That's the only thing. I do not know where I put it. I know I have it, but do I have it with me or is it in Chicago? So I'm gonna have to look. But this is like the contraption. So like I got an official like podcast, you dig. And it's really cool. I'm streaming from my other phone, so I can't show you because I don't have the proper plug-in for it. But once I get my actual mic set up, this is gonna be super dope. Because it comes with like an interface and everything, and I could be like on the music, whatever. Not on the music, but like in the studio with Crystal Lester, other things. But for now, we're just gonna leave that where it is. It has sound effects and everything. Like I could do applause and like all the stuff. Yes, on the ones and twos, all of that. Always, trying to grow and have different things. The mic is okay. It's okay. When I start streaming from my phone, this phone, I will let y'all hear it to see. But like I said, I can't do it right now. And I wanted to give you like the quality experience. So, but other than that, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I got some rest, y'all. That's why I'm late. I meant to do it earlier, but I took a nap. I needed a nap. I am sore as all get out. It's crazy. That workout I posted yesterday, insane. That glute workout I did and adding those additional weights, like I am sore. Crazy work. And then I did work out today. I did not post my video yet, but I did an incline walk with my weighted vest. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow too. My calves are on fire. It's a lot going on, but good stuff nonetheless. I thank y'all for those who are here in the live. I feel like folks went to bed early tonight, huh? That's cool. I'm not gonna be before you long because I know it's late and I still have auditions I have to do and all the things. But I just wanted to hop on and say what's up and get into the yes, I definitely feel the burn. Get into the devotion of the day. So day 21, it says boredom can be a trigger too. I feel like I'm about to get read. I'm gonna read it, but I feel like it's gonna read me. Proverbs 19:15 says, lazy people sleep soundly, but idleness leaves them hungry. On a regular, listen, okay, I got you. All right, so she's talking about, she says, Proverbs 19:15, lazy people sleep soundly, but idleness leaves them hungry. And it says, we graze on food all day, misreading boredom for hunger. And while hunger is a physical emptiness, boredom feels empty as well. And we tend to get the two confused. I already knew it was going to read me before I read it because I'm one of those people who likes to eat when I'm bored. It's a problem. That's how I be big in my back. Anyway, perhaps we think if I fill my belly, then I will feel better. If I fill my belly with food, then I will feel, FEEL, better. Except overeating makes us sleepy, and sleepiness makes us idle, and idleness makes us more bored, and boredom makes us even more hungry. Quite the conundrum. You say, you don't like this already? Listen, I feel called out. It's a sad, lethargic cycle, and we can't break out of it because we don't have the energy. The New American Standard Bible Translation of Proverbs 19:15 says that an idle person will suffer hunger. Suffering, I know that feeling. When I'm idle, I suffer from a false sense of hunger, a painful urgency to fill the empty space within me, which leads me to scour the pantry to pass the time. My favorite translation of Proverbs 19:15 comes from the New International Version. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the shiftless go hungry. Shiftless means lacking direction or bored and aimless, floating here and there without purpose, willpower, or energy, like a boat without a rudder. Can you pinpoint times in your day when you feel aimless or shiftless and mistake those feelings for hunger? Do you snack or even binge because you're bored? The irony is that in our boredom, too much food can end up making us sleepy. Think of Thanksgiving Day. Our family members doze on the couch, see, called out. Doze on the couch after polishing off 3 plates of turkey. Now, I don't know who is eating just 3 plates of turkey. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, let me finish. 3 plates of turkey, sweet potatoes, and stuffing. Not stuffing, dressing, but that's a different conversation for a different day. When we overeat, our digestive system gets overworked. We're flooded with insulin and serotonin, which makes us drowsy. Instead of giving us energy, our digestive systems have to break down too much of the wrong food, wearing us out and lulling us to sleep. Our fatigue slows us down until we sit down, tired and bored again. As I said, it's a sad, lethargic cycle. Eventually, we commit to waking up, so we turn to a hefty dose of sugar or a caffeinated beverage, or better yet, a highly sugared and caffeinated drink. Coffee and sweets combat our daily doldrums. When we ingest sugar and caffeine, our adrenal glands respond to the wake up call like they would respond to stress by releasing cortisol to calm us down. It's ironic. We're tired, so we drink caffeine to wake us up, which triggers our body to release a chemical to calm us back down. We're up and down and all around, bored and stressed, and eating and sleeping and drinking coffee so that we can wake up and do it all over again. Unfortunately, our adrenal glands counter each pick me up with another calming dose of cortisol. We're on a chemical teeter totter and more exhausted than before. On one hand over the other, one brownie followed by more sweet tea and another cup of joe. Our adrenal glands are constantly pumping until they're so worn out, they simply stop working. Depression sets in, driving us to greater exhaustion than before, and we can't cope with simple stressors without the help of cortisol. Eventually, our adrenal glands aren't able to function, so we can't function. This is a downward slope, y'all. They're fatigued, so we're fatigued. They break down, so we break down. In their exhaustion, we've fallen asleep. They've fallen asleep, and so have we. However, just after God tells us the idle person will suffer hunger, he calls us to wake up once and for all. Do not love sleep, or you will become poor. Open your eyes, and you will be satisfied with food. Proverbs 20:13. Of course, this isn't merely about waking up and working hard and holding down a job so you won't be poor. The word poor doesn't merely describe your financial situation. Spiritual poverty is possible too, and it looks shiftless, idle, and bored. You find yourself spiritually bankrupt when you stop going to work in your faith life. That's what this wake-up call is all about. Don't fall back asleep. Wake up and go to work spiritually. Open your eyes and be satisfied with good spirit building instead of sleep inducing food. Friends, forget about the sugar so that you might feast on the sustaining food of Christ. Come to me, God invites. Seek me, he implores. Stop mindlessly eating when you're bored. It is time to wake up from your slumber and actively feast on his presence. Unlike sodas and candy, he'll give you the energy you need to keep going long term, to keep running the race he has marked out before you. Hebrews 12 is the shot that rings out, signifying the start of that race. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so greatly entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. Wake up, be alert, throw off the sin that's entangled you and run. Open your eyes and fix them on Jesus because he's run this race before you and he's in your midst, running it with you now. Don't let yourself go shiftless again. God is setting the pace. If anyone knows temptation and opposition, it's Jesus. He knows everything that causes you to grow weary and lose heart. So stay alert and stay engaged and run with him. And then the prayer of the day is, Jesus, thank you for never running away from me, though I doze off from time to time. I want to wake up and run with endurance the course you've set before me. I want to be aware of the race I'm in and stay alert and strong. I know what I'm eating isn't helping me keep up with you. Use this season of fasting to heal my body and rouse my spirit. Heal my adrenal glands and anything else that needs your touch today. I don't want to suffer hunger another day. In the energizing name of Jesus, amen. So let's break down what she's actually talking about really quickly. Hi, welcome to the live. Let's break down what she's actually talking about really quickly, right? Again, and we've talked about this before, is she saying that food is bad? No. Is she saying that rest is bad? No. And I think I'll be the first to say that I am a person who has taken that a little bit too seriously and too extreme. It's like, oh, well, I'm never sitting down. I'm always working because I don't want to be idle. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be outside of God's will. I don't want to, and I'm busying myself. That keeps me from rest, which also makes me not in alignment. So that I don't think she's talking about busy work. I think what she's saying is for us not to, the other side of the spectrum, right, is to be completely lethargic, doing nothing. And we eat to be on this literally like this physiological cycle of boredom. We get bored, we eat food, we get sleepy, we drink sugary caffeinated drinks that cause our bodies to respond chemically, which makes us more tired, and we repeat the process, we repeat the cycle. So I think it's important for us to take into consideration how important it is to, sorry, I unplugged my computer. How important it is for us to make sure that we are on the right page and that we are staying alert. But from a spiritual standpoint, a lot of us, like she said, it's not so much about like working hard from a physical standpoint and doing like a literal job, but it's also about making sure that we are alert from a mental and spiritual standpoint as well. I'll be honest, in times like these, it's really hard, right? We're living in a very interesting time, particularly in America, but in the world as well. There's global warming. There's domestic terrorism that's happening. There's brutality. There's lots of deaths. Mental health and mental illness, all-time high. You know what I'm saying? People are without work. There's inflation. It's hard to get groceries. It's cold. There are people who are dealing with this really terrible winter storm that's blasting the U.S. and other places are dealing with terrible natural disasters. It's easy to want to check out mentally. It's easy to get overloaded and want to just sit back and do nothing because you're overwhelmed. I get it. And I think that's sometimes why I feel, enticed to eat my feelings because I'm overwhelmed by life itself. But I think what causes us to lose in situations like that, like it's one thing to rest, to take a minute and like give ourselves the space to like just be and to rest, but it's entirely another thing to completely clock out, to be off the clock. The lights are on, nobody's home. You know what I'm saying? I'm knocking and it's just silence, crickets. That's just existing. That puts you in danger of not experiencing life, of not living life. And I think sometimes it can be tempting to lean over into that space where you're alive, but you're not living, where you're just existing, where you are walking through the motions and you're not actually actively living your life. And that's where we're in danger, right? Because we have this life, we have one life to live, and it's a precious gift. Even when it's hard, even when it's unfair, even when it's frustrating, even when it's uncomfortable, it's still a precious life to live. And oftentimes, I'm willing to bet all the money in the world that there's at least one person on a planet Earth who would rather have your situation than theirs. Somebody is always going through something worse than we are. And that doesn't mean that what we're going through doesn't matter or that it's any smaller or any less significant than what other people are going through. But it just helps us to put into perspective that we have challenges like everybody else, but we also have the gift of life. As long as we still have breath in our lungs, as long as we can still get up and live life, we should choose to do so. And from a spiritual perspective, not crowding out our discomfort and our frustrations and our boredom with things that help us to repeat that cycle. Oh my God. Help us to repeat that cycle of being bored and being frustrated and being numb. And so that's my takeaway. And I just want to implore anyone who's listening, whether you're listening live or listening to the replay, if you are tempted to go numb, and trust me, I know how tempting it is to go numb. I know how tempting it is to go numb. There have been times in my life where I begged God to make me numb because I was so tired of my heart being broken. I was so tired of people taking advantage of me, of being disappointed with life. I just wanted to not care. I literally begged God, please help me stop caring, because caring hurts. It leaves me vulnerable. It puts me in position to get let down and be disappointed. But I'll tell you the truth, I succeeded one time. I succeeded. I started becoming numb. I started becoming this person that was just numb to life. And I was not a good human. It wasn't that I was mean, I was just cold. I was indifferent. I was numb. I was inactive. I was just a shell of a person. And the bright light that you all have come to know and love, that you all show up on these late live streams for, she wasn't there. Imagine coming on to a live stream with me. I probably wouldn't even show up, but like imagine coming on a live stream with me and I'm not pouring out, I'm not giving anything. We're just staring at each other. I'd probably be talking to myself, because who's going to want to just sit here and get nothing, right? That's why people come to a source of light. That's why people follow creators, because they want to experience and witness this creativity. They want to be a part of a community. They want to feel something. People want to feel something. And so it's not centering a service that we do for others, although that's a part of it. It's more so us realizing that with life, there are struggles. There are times that things don't go the way that we want them to. It's not easy, but life is still worth living. And we have to be checked in. And that means that we keep going when it's hard. It means that we rest when we need to, but it also means that we do our part and we ask God to do his and to help us to do ours. We're allowed to ask for help, but we don't give up. We don't just become complacent and fade into obscurity. So I hope that that helps somebody who may be feeling a little called out, because Lord knows I feel called out, not even just from a physically eating while I'm bored, but being tempted to become numb in a chaotic world where I do nothing, where I don't show up because I'm just so overwhelmed. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to be frustrated with how things are, but don't allow that to consume everything that you have going on. Don't allow that to keep you from living life. There is still life to live out there. Don't just, I said this the other day, don't just consume the news all day. Like fill your mind and your life and your heart with more than just what the news is saying. Okay? Don't go on social media and only watch videos of who's been unalived today, because that will not inspire you to want to live. It'll really make you feel like, what's the point? And I get it. You want to be aware. I get it. It's like watching a dumpster fire. You feel like you can't just look away, but I implore you to find the light in your day so that you can keep wanting to live. It's important. I want you here. I want you living a great life. I want you to feel good about the life that you're living. Like, please do not give up on that light. Okay? Yes, he does. Where are you on hitting the mark? That's my question I keep when I feel off. That's good. It keeps you accountable. Accountability is really important. I often ask myself, am I being accountable to the things? And like I've been saying these last few days, one of the things that I feel like I've been getting from this fast is like really asking myself where my trust lies, and like navigating, am I doing all of this work because God told me to, or because I'm trying to fill my life with things? I'm trying to avoid the pain or the frustration, or I'm trying to be self-reliant. So that other book that I'm reading that I told you all about, Unshakable Trust, today the chapter that I was reading was about trust God and do good works. And she was talking about how like when we partner with God, obviously faith without works is dead. And so when we partner with God and we're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing, we have to be mindful of what is busy work, like what did he actually tell us to do, and what are we doing? Because a lot of times people could just decide, oh, I'm gonna just do XYZ, but none of that was your job in the first place, right? And then you tire yourself out, much like eating a bunch of food. Some of us, it's not the food. Some of us don't have a problem. I be forgetting to eat. I did have breakfast this morning, but that was like 10 hours ago. No, that was like 11 hours ago. So like I'm due for a meal. I'm going to eat. Don't worry. I am going to eat. But like for me, food is not really a problem. My problem is I overwork myself because I don't want to sit with the discomfort of the situation that I cannot solve on my own. So my task may be balance. Somebody else's task may be action, you know. But at the end of the day, it's all about knowing that our trust and our help comes from a greater source than us and our own works. It's tough to stay informed but not be consumed by the news. It is. It is. Man, I'm not gonna hold you. Like I very rarely watch the news. I stay informed. I will look in it. And there are plenty of people who are like, why aren't you using your platform to amplify what's going on? I don't need to amplify what's going on. I promise you, people know what's going on. Does it suck? Yes. Do I not like what's happening? Absolutely. Absolutely. I value human life. Anybody who values human life should not like what's going on. However, my place, my role in all of this is to be a light. And so I'm the comedic relief. After you go and watch all the doom and gloom scrolling of social media, then you come to my page and you laugh and you have a good laugh and you feel better and you feel sane. You feel like a human and not like a combustible robot, you know? So I stay in my lane. I do what I'm supposed to do. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Praise God for that. Definitely guilty not eating on a regular. Oh, so I'm not the only one. Good. I thought it was just me. Because some people be like, how could you forget a meal? Easy. It's not that I love food, you know, but I be so locked in sometimes that I just be like, I eat later. I got to get better at it. I'm not saying that to flex, but you know, it's all about balance. It's all about balance. I'm glad that you laugh with me. That is literally the goal. I was just telling somebody how I got started with this whole thing was really, you know, my sister who passed away, Karen. I used to make it my goal to make her laugh every single day. And it was the highlight of my day. When I look back on all the stuff that I was dealing with back in those days, at the time, I wasn't married yet. So I was probably like single, lonely, bored. Did not like my job at the time. But I don't really remember a whole lot about those days. I just remember making her laugh. That was the best part. And so like now that I get to share that with you all, that makes it better. That makes my day, knowing that I can make people laugh and sometimes make you think, because it's not all about the laughs only, but you know, that really makes it better for me. You don't eat like that either. Listen, I mean, jawline is popping. So like I'm not hurting for missing a couple meals, but I also don't want to get into an unhealthy habit of not nourishing my body, because all this working out I'm doing, I got to eat, you know? One thing I'm gonna do is laugh, so regardless of the pain, we're gonna get that kiki. Listen, I'm gonna be kikiing. This is why don't sit next to me. If y'all ever meet me and we at a place where we need to be, you know, we need to behave, do not look at me, do not sit next to me, because I'm going to get us in trouble. Every single time, I will get us in trouble. I will get us put out for sure. So I'm excited for the week to come. Yeah, definitely don't sit next to me at a funeral. I'm the worst person to sit at a funeral. Do not. Oh, yay. Good. I love that. But yeah, I am excited about this week. So I'm sure you all have noticed that I've been like rolling out new content strategies. I'm just trying some things, working on management and pitches and trying to get, you know, more income in. And a new thing will be rolled out this week. I'm going to be rolling out my road trip series. So I'm going on a slew of road trips. First up is going to be San Diego. I was supposed to do it last week, but I was too tired, didn't do it. But I am going to do it this week. I'm really excited about it. So stay tuned for that. And I'll be sharing all of the things that I packed to go with me and some of the things that I see. We'll talk mental health. We'll talk about, being active. We'll talk about food. Like, it's going to be a fun ride. Lots of different videos. Stay tuned. That's hilarious. Don't believe rumors. But, spread them if you want, just as long as it's like on my channel so that I can get engagement. Thank you. Anyway, I will, listen, I pray that they do. Listen, I really do. I pray that they do. Oh my God. Listen, Karen, my sister, we used to get in trouble at funerals all the time because don't look at me. That's just trauma though. Okay, boyfriend application. I know I've been saying for like several days. The recap for round 3 is coming. It's coming. Y'all, I did way too. I jam-packed my week. I jam-packed my weekend and I wore myself out. So I had to sleep. I really did. However, you will have it tomorrow. You will have it tomorrow. I'm going to film it. The guy who won round 2 did not get back to me. So I'm moving on. I'm moving on to round 3. Fun fact. Yes, I'm going to be doing some train rides as well. Definitely. And vineyards. Absolutely. Fun stuff. Fun fact. Somebody reached out to me today and said that they filled out an application but did not submit it because they were like, I didn't want to just do it for content. Like, I want an actual date. So I was like, oh, well, what do you know? So I just thought that was fun. It's just a fun fact. I didn't actually get asked out on a date. But the day is young. Well, this day not that young because it's about to be 10 o'clock. But you never know what might happen. I still have my hopes up high for love at this date. How am I really feeling with those dates? With the virtual coffee dates? I mean, I've only had one so far. The first winner was really, really sweet. And I definitely am rooting for him. He's a very, very sweet guy. I don't know how I feel about the age gaps with a lot of these applicants. A lot of these applicants are very, very young. And the thing is, right, age gaps, age ain't nothing but a number, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there are different places that you can find yourself in life. And so dating younger for me is usually not super appealing because there's a maturity level, but there's also are you ready for the things that I'm ready for? Because when I find my person, let's have a baby. You know what I'm saying? Time is a ticking. And I'm not trying to be 50, talk about, so this is my newborn. I'm not trying to do all of that. That was cool for Sarah and all. I ain't trying to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be like Janet Jackson. This is my newborn. I'm not trying to be that because Janet got all the help in the world. I'm not trying to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I need my person to come on and grab me up out of these ghetto streets. And then older too. I be having older guys talk about some, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Let's go out on dates and stuff. And I was just like, your youngest child could be my sibling. Your youngest child is 21. And they're not about to be calling me mama. Cause what do you mean by that? I'm too young to be a grandma. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even have a baby yet. What are we doing? How am I not a mother, but I'm a step grandma? I'm not doing that. That's just me. I'm not judging nobody else who do it. But that just be me. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what happens with that. Are the dates for the fun of it? So here's the thing, right? Not with them eyes twirling, it's hilarious. Here's the thing. Do I remain open in all situations? Yes. Guarded, but open. I'm guarded because it would be foolish for me not to guard myself. But am I open? Anything could happen. You never know how I can meet my person. Who knows? There were a couple applications that I was like, we'll see what y'all say if I go on virtual dates with these guys and see what's there. There were a couple that I kind of peeped at, I don't know. Age-wise, stance, answers to the questions. I was like, okay, maybe, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm also taking it with a grain of salt because part of it is, a big part of it is for content. And But here's the thing with that though, right? A lot of guys, I am learning, like the idea of me and the idea of what it means to be attached to me from a social media perspective. But like, I'm a real person. I'm a real girl. And so like, even if there was some very obvious chemistry on screen, or, you know, things were going well and like I wanted to have a follow-up date or something like that, I'm probably not going to just keep doing content with that person, because I want the relationship to be able to blossom naturally and not be the focal point of, you know, my social media. Because like, we didn't already had this conversation about like Christy and Desmond Scott. Like, I'm not trying to be that. Like, relationships are hard enough. And so I would be open to it, but I'm also not looking at it like, oh, this is my chance to find love. Like, it was 33 people who applied out of billions of people in the world. Like, you know, it can happen anywhere. And as I told y'all, I'm going on dates. I'm going on dates outside of this thing. And so like, meeting people in real life and going on dates and like having real conversations with people is a part of my dating experience. And all of it is data. I told y'all, I'm dating for discovery. All of it is data. If it leads to somewhere else, more naturally and organically, I'm open to that, you know. But I'm not. I'm doing it differently, because all the other times that I did it, it was not a good time. I got over invested. I got my feelings hurt. I got my heart broken. So now I'm doing it differently. I'm dating smarter, guarded, but still open and present, and just paying attention and looking for real alignment. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't mean to pry, but what's the deal with Writer of Worlds? Y'all didn't vote for him. That's the deal. Y'all didn't vote for him. I appreciate him though. Some years back, I did another Valentine's Day dates competition, and he was one of the applicants. And so we've developed a friendship over the years. He's cool. He's cool people. A little young for me, but he's cool people. Keep most of your private life private. And indeed, for sure. No wonder you're tired. That's a lot to take in at once. Too many personalities at once. It is a lot. It is a lot. Personalities, it's a lot. But you know, I signed up for this sort of, so I'm filtering through it. But I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, and then I'm gonna hop off here because I still got a lot of work to do, and I need to eat food. That is my next order of business. I realized something yesterday. I was thinking about it, and I was just like, you know, just taking into account all of the dates. I've been going on so many first dates, y'all. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm having a good time. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying myself. But at the same time, like, it's exhausting to have those same conversations over again. So tell me about yourself. Oh, you're originally from Chicago. Well, what brought you out here? And what do you like to do for fun? And what are you looking for? And what do you? I just want to give them a PDF and like tell them, just take a few minutes, read over that like it's the menu or something, and let me know, like, do you want anything or not? Like, that's how I feel. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that, but it's very frustrating. And I was sitting there, sitting on the couch, just like thinking to myself, like, man, I just really want to be with my person. I just really want to be with my person. I just want to be like held, and like, I don't know, I want to dance in the living room to my records. I went back to Chicago and like brought my record player, and I got some vinyls. And I'm like, I just want to play my music, dance with my person, and, you know, just feel safe, and like fix some food, and I play in his beard if he has a beard, or like, I don't know, I just want to just like be. But it takes time to get there. It's gonna take some time to like get to know a person and really feel comfortable again, giving my heart. And I don't want to do that haphazardly again, because the last person I did that with, I gave them way too much of myself without a commitment, without real alignment. And I paid for it very dearly, and I'm not doing that again. So as much as I'm glad I still have hope for that. And I know that it takes dating to find the right person. Unfortunately, they can't just drop out of the sky. Like, I wish God would just drop my man, just like, there you go, my homeboy want to talk to you. Apparently that's not how it works. But at the end of the day, like, I'm keeping hope alive that I will have that, and that I'll feel safe. I'll feel at home with the person again. So If it takes me dating and doing random experiments like this, then so be it. I'll do it. I will do it. You got nice life problems, a truckload of first dates. I'm out here burnt from my last relationship. Listen, trust me, it took time to get there. I've done more dating in the last 6 months than I ever have in my whole life. I went years without a date. I was virtually invisible to men for a long time. And it took a while after my divorce to like really get my footing and understand how to date. So I'm just learning, but it takes putting myself out there to have a lot of dates. I have to be open to going on dates. That's exhausting. I'm tired of giving my phone number out. These guys just want to talk on the phone all day. And you know what I realized? Because I'm the type of person to be like, I don't like talking on the phone. The reality is, I don't mind talking on the phone with people who make me comfortable. I don't like talking on the phone with people who make me uncomfortable. And unfortunately, a lot of people make me uncomfortable. There are a handful. I recently had a conversation for an hour. An hour. I don't talk. It was FaceTime too. Crazy. First conversation, FaceTime, talked for an hour. But I'm a little familiar with him. Like, he's not a total stranger, but it was very comfortable. So, I don't know. What else she's saying? Date smarter, not harder. You can't do that on an empty stomach. Yes, Tony. Okay. I do actually love. I'm such a lover girl. I just posted this on Threads. I was like, listen, when my love finally comes snatch me up off of these ghetto dating streets, he is going to be spoiled. Spoiled, okay? Shalanting. Ain't no nonchalant over here. I'm shalanting. He's going to be the most loved man on the planet. I'm going to be the simpiest simp that ever did simp. We going to simp for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man is going to be loved well. He's going to be well fed in every way. Like, but until then, I just got to, this is me. I just got to be like that. So, oh, wow. Well, good for you for walking away from a marriage that did not serve you. But yeah, I believe that for you. I really do. And I pray that you get that love too. I believe everybody deserves to have love and companionship. But that alignment piece, we cannot do it without that alignment piece because it will cost you if you don't. Like, it'll cost you dearly if you don't make sure that you are aligned. So, all right, I'm going to follow what Tony just said because I am starting to get hungry now and sleepy and I still have stuff I need to do. I love y'all. I will be back tomorrow evening. So make sure you have those notifications turned on. Thank you so much for your patience and for your support. It means everything. And I hope you have a wonderful night's rest. Good night. Bye.